Hello, everyone. My name is Scott Sarich, and I'm with Leading Edge Fundraising. I'm so sorry I couldn't be here today. It really didn't work out with my schedule. I have a prior appointment this afternoon, but Al came up with a great idea of recording a video, so here it goes. So a little bit about myself. I was a teacher for about 10 years. I also coached. I combined those things together, and it was hard and challenging enough to hold down a full-time job and to be a coach. But then with having to raise money on top of that, in an environment where things are so much more expensive than they've ever have been, right? To be able to get the proper equipment for the team, to be able to pay for travel, for meals, whatever other expenses you have as a coach, it's tough, right? It's a lot to ask of any coach. So I want to make this as easy and as simple as possible for you. And I want to help you raise the most amount of money in the least amount of time by handling most of the stuff on my own. It's my job to do this, right? You shouldn't have to be burdened with a time constraint of having to put a lot of effort into this fundraiser. That's my job, and I'm going to show you how we do it. So what we do is we meet with yourself and your team about a week or two before the fundraiser starts. Okay, we have a parent letter that we hand out and show the kids. We want them to share that with their parents. The most important sentence on that parent letter is the best way you can support your child is by helping them add supporters into the fundraiser. We do everything through text and call campaign. We don't do anything through email. We see that as a bit antiquated, and we're trying to reach people in the ways that they're used to being communicated with today. So we're gonna take kids through the parent letter. We're gonna show them how to manually add in contacts to the fundraiser using their cell phones. We're going to have them share out a parent link so that their parents can be texted a link where they can enter in supporters for their child for the fundraiser. And we're gonna show them how to manually add contacts in so that, before I leave that day, they all know how to add contacts into the fundraiser and they understand what the expectation is. So the expectation is that every athlete or close to every athlete gets as close to as possible 25 or more supporters into the fundraiser, right? We're talking about, of course, relatives like aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, people like that, but also like people you may have a professional relationship with, like veterinarians and doctors, chiropractors, real estate agents, people like that who I've seen in the past have all very generously donated to fundraisers. Every child is different. They're going to have a different group of people that they can reach out to. Some people may have smaller families, but like a larger group of those latter people we were talking about, those professional type of relationships. So whoever they can get in that they think can support the fundraiser effectively works out well for us. So we want to give them about a week or two from the time we first meet with them on this coaches meeting, which takes about 15 to 30 minutes, okay? Then before we launch the fundraiser about a week or two later. So we're gonna give them the time to gain those supporters together. I'm gonna come back a week later with my laptop. We're gonna hook it up to a big screen where we get good Wi-Fi, a good cell phone signal, and we're gonna have kids send out all of their texts and make all of their phone calls during that 1 hour launch. We're gonna project the results on a big screen. There's gonna be sound effects like cha-ching every time someone gets a donation. There's gonna be music that plays when they hit $1,000 marks or with some of the larger donations. We want it to be a fun, dynamic, supportive environment. We want the kids kind of whooping it up and having a ball with this, right? Because fundraising doesn't have to be boring. It could be fun while being effective at the same time. So during the course of that 1 hour, a lot of donations are gonna come in, usually about 15 to 20 to 25% of the total donations of a fundraiser can come in that first 24 to 36 hours with the energy we're putting into it on that 1 hour launch. We're still gonna run our fundraisers for between 10 to 12 days. Anything less than 10 days, we're cutting into sales. Anything more than 12 days, everybody's getting sick of it. You're getting sick of it, the kids are, the parents are getting fatigued. We wanna get the fundraiser done. We usually end it on a Sunday night and get your checks in, a check in your hand as soon as possible. I don't mess around with that. I get on the phone with accounts payable the next morning. I wanna get you a check in your hand as quickly as possible. I'm gonna hand deliver that check, typically about 7 to 10 days after the fundraiser has ended. Now, twice over the course of the fundraiser, we're gonna send out an automated text 48 hours after it starts, and 24 hours before it ends to everybody who's entered into the fundraiser who has not donated yet. We've seen donations in the thousands come through on the Wooten football fundraiser, and they raised about $30,000 or a little more than $30,000 with 70 athletes over 12 days. They absolutely crushed their strategy of getting supporters together. On that first, they crushed their text and call strategy on the launch itself. But when that first automated text came out, I think they made $5,000 to $6,000 because it's now the second time people are seeing that automated text. And of course, they're going to get one 24 hours before it ends. So we'll make sure we're maximizing our potential to raise money on that fundraiser. We also run straight donation fundraisers, which are most of the fundraisers I run, but we also run popcorn, cookie dough, mini cookies. For some of you who really want a product, some environments demand a product, some coaches just like to do stuff like cookie dough, stuff like that. It's more exciting for them to be able to offer people a product. We have a lot of offerings as well that I'm happy to talk to you about. I'm easily reachable. Ala has my contact information, my phone number, my email. Any way you want to get in contact with me, please do. I'd love to come out and meet with you. Even if you're not ready to run a fundraiser, even if you want to pick my brain, I'd love to sit down and talk to you about your program and hear about all your goals and your dreams for your athletes and for your team. And if you're ready to talk about fundraising, I'm also happy to come out and meet with you. So please let me know. And again, everybody, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you and have a great rest of your day. Take care.